Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I'm kind of sorting some books, but I am sorting my ROM the Space Knight collection that, as you can see here. And so I'll put this over here, and I've kind of got two boxes going. Here's all my newsstand editions of ROMs, and here's all my direct market editions of ROMs here. But I thought you might like to see appearances of ROM the Space Knight that had nothing to do with his book, that was just in other Marvel titles. So first we're going to bring out Marvel Team Up number 103. And then here, Ant-Man's daughter has a ROM toy in it. So have that. Then we have Captain America 311. And in here is a ROM issue 14 flashback. Sorry for the glare, but I don't know where that's coming from. It's a window somewhere. And then, of course, we got the Marvel Universes that ROM was in. Marvel Universe. This one is S. It has Space Knights in it. And then this one had the weapons of ROM. So that's what's in there. And, of course, we had the Contest of Champions number 1. ROM is a background character in that because Marvel put all of their characters in this book in some way or form. So he's kind of in the back of that. Then we had Secret Wars number 2. Which is issue 4. There's a ROM appearance in it. The Beyonders looking for people to help. And so ROM is included in that. Marvel Age, number 23. This has got a Die Wraith on the cover, and it talks about ROM. Then we have Avengers 221, and as you can see, ROM is right here on the cover. And then the Mighty Avengers 244. Die Wraith on the cover, but there's a flashback to ROM 50 and 53. And it continues into 245. And then we have a What If. It's a Fantastic Four, so it's What If number 36, but the ROM piece is actually on the Richie Rider part, where ROM met the Nova Corps, so there's a ROM flashback during that. Doctor Strange Annual, there's a ROM flashback. Issue 5 flashback in here. And then in Fantastic Four 277, there's a Die Wraith in here. But ROM issue 65, where they destroy the Wraith planet, is actually seen from Earth by the Fantastic Four while they're in there. So really it's a ROM 65 appearance, and you see that going on. There's a lot here. We have Universe X. There's a ROM appearance in Universe X number 3 where they're in limbo. And then Paradise X Zero, there's a ROM flashback to Universe X in here. And then, of course, Power Man Iron Fist ties into ROM 25. ROM was in The Incredible Hulk 296. He kind of cured the Hulk briefly. Same thing with the Marvel 2-in-1 with his neutralizer. He briefly cured the thing. And then we have the Incredible Hulk number 418. This is the Rick Jones wedding. And Rom and Brandy appear at their wedding in human form. And a few of those. And then still on the Marvel side, they actually did a Space Knights miniseries for a while. So these are Rom and Brandy's children. They never actually used the name Rom during this series, as they didn't have the rights to Rom, but they have the rights to all the other Space Knights. So that was in here. But of course, there's ROM appearances because these are his children. And then of course, Marvel did a bunch of covers last year and reprints. So this is the X-Men reprints from all the appearances. The X-Men were in ROM. And then they just did ROM covers last year, or a couple of years ago, when they restarted doing all of the omnibuses. I think I'm missing one. I think I have one hanging on the wall. It's the one from Guardians of the Galaxy that's hanging on the wall somewhere in there. But then finally, IDW did a run of ROM for a while, and this was the slipcase. So I've only got the first issues here. I'm not digging out all the other stuff. But then for them, they did a Free Comic Book Day book. They did a Revolution. bunch of covers. I even have a unPHILtered cover. And then artist did me a ROM with, this is supposed to be my old dog Bandit, which is really cool. So, and then finally, I did end up, luckily enough, pulling one of the ROM comics out of the blind bag for mask number 1. Man, that is man, it's just reflecting from the window behind me, because you can see me. See, look, there I am, right there. So anyway, that is all the other stuff that I have from ROM, from a perspective that where he was not just in his book, he was in all these other books, and Marvel was really using him during the time, just as in flashbacks and other pieces. But that is that. So anyway, if y'all know of any other ROM issues from a Marvel side that I don't have, please let me know, as I'm trying to catch them, collect them, of course. And then, like I said, I have a bunch of other stuff that's ROM related, the omnibus, the trades and stuff, but just kind of wanted to go through the single issues that ROM was in, but was not necessarily his title. So anyway, let me know what you think, or like I said, if you know if I'm missing something, please let me know. So anyway, always enjoy your read. Have a good day. Bye.